Hi Society, it's Friday again, and this week we're talking Disney. Hello Society, happy Friday. I had a bit of camera malfunctions with my actual camera, so this week you're gonna have to suffer through MacBook eyesight quality. I'm terribly sorry. Hopefully I can get all my technical difficulties sorted out before next Friday. This week we are discussing our favorite Disney movies, which there's about a zillion of them, so it's pretty hard to choose through. Usually when people think of Disney movies, they kind of think of those classic animated movies. But to be perfectly honest, most of my favorite Disney movies are actually their live action ones. I made a whole list because there's way too many Disney movies to just pick only one. I'm going to start with the animated ones, because there's only a couple of those. The first one well, it's kind of like a collection, but all of the Winnie the Pooh related movies. There's like the Mini Adventures of Winnie the Pooh, and the Tigger movie is quite close to me. Tigger's definitely my favorite Winnie the Pooh character. I mean, I really like all of them. I think they've each got their own kind of like heartwarming quality that brings something good to the table. And what I really love about the Winnie the Pooh movies is they're not like super cheesy. Like Winnie the Pooh always has so much wisdom. All the characters have a lot of wisdom to share. And even though it's like that classic Disney Channel believe in yourself type message, it's not portrayed like that, which is what I really enjoy. And I think Disney does have a lot of good messages, you know, about being true to yourself and blah blah blah. But the way that they kind of portray them just looks really cheesy and lame. So I like how Winnie the Pooh always has such good, you know, in the books especially, which has nothing to do with Disney, but they're just really kind of inspirational without feeling like they're pushing it on you. I think the Tigger movie came out in like 2000. I was probably like 9 years old, and that was like the first Winnie the Pooh movie that I ever saw in theaters because all the other ones came out before I was even alive. So I went and saw it and I just absolutely loved it. So all the Winnie the Pooh movies I really love. And then the other animated one that's a big favorite of mine is James and the Giant Peach, especially the way that it's animated. It's not like a classic kind of cartoon. And I just really like that film. I've seen it probably a zillion times. All the other ones are live action movies. I did them in chronological order because I don't know why. I'm like slightly OCD in that case. The first one is Mary Poppins. I think that's just like a really timeless one that I love. And generally I actually kind of hate timeless movies because I find them all super cheesy. And while Mary Poppins was totally cheesy, something about it I just really enjoy. The next one is a huge favorite of mine, especially because most holiday-themed movies I kind of find nauseating. My all-time favorite Halloween movie is Hocus Pocus. All of the like Halloween Town and like all that stuff, I hate those, but I love Hocus Pocus just because I think it's kind of creepy and at the same time it's got a lot of comedy elements that I like, and it's not like super cheesy, and I don't know, I just really like it. And every time around Halloween time it's always on like 1,000 times a day. So I really like that one. The next one is a series actually, and it's the Mighty Ducks films. I'm actually a huge fan of. I used to watch them a lot when I was younger. I don't think I've actually seen them in a while, but I really like them a lot. It's kind of got that sports pulling for the team cheesy element without being like too cheesy. Most sports films that are like Air Bud, it's just like weird family sports films like that. I can't stand, but I think the Mighty Ducks has a bit of a, I don't know, realistic effect to it that I really enjoy. The last one is a big favorite of mine, and it is Flubber. I'm a big Robin Williams fan because I think he's very talented and that he's kind of got that MO that's sort of, I'm a really nice, funny guy, but no one takes me seriously, and that's kind of my Achilles heel. You know, like Mrs. Doubtfire, his like wife is kind of a huge bitch, doesn't appreciate his fun side, and he is just like a really good actor. Like in 1 Hour Photo, which is like one of his more serious roles, he's a super creepy stalker dude. I think he does that so well. But back to Disney movies, in Flubber, I think he's so inventive and imaginative and creative, and everyone's kind of writes him off. And I love how like Flubber is a character of his own, its own, and there's something about that film that I really enjoy. Okay, that's my list of favorites, but I mean, I do like a lot of their animated cartoons like Mulan and Finding Nemo. Those are probably my favorite cartoony ones. But I find that in most movies, I don't necessarily like cartoons because I think it's almost kind of like, not a cop-out, but it's an easy way to show emotion when you're animating a character and kind of making them. But I think when it's real people that have to do their own emotions and kind of put it out, it's a lot harder and a lot more challenging, which helps me to appreciate it more. I don't like kind of taking the easy way out when you're trying to get something across. And I think Disney, as a whole brand, their whole thing is about putting a message across. So I think when they're having people actually do it, it's a lot more, I don't know, rewarding for me if I can see them actually putting forth the effort instead of kind of making an animated fake character do it. I'd say that's probably why I prefer live actions when it comes to Disney movies, at least. So I promised that I would talk about my show experience. I did end up getting to see This Little Story on Wednesday, and there was some doubt in there because I've really not been well at all. I still have a voice, as you can tell. This channel I don't think has ever heard me with my actual voice, and I've just been having a lot of medical problems as of late, but I did go and it was absolutely wonderful. I made a post about it on my blog kind of describing my experience, but they're my favorite band and they're so wonderful, and I think that if you don't listen to This Little Story, then you're probably really missing out. I think a lot of people kind of get turned off to listening to instrumental, ambient, post-rock kind of music because there's no words, and a lot of people just can't relate to that. But one of my absolute favorite things about This Little Story and some of my other favorite instrumental bands is that they have the power to kind of move you and instill something inside you without the use of words, and I think that's really powerful. It's generally easier to inspire someone when you've got lyrics and words to do it, which a lot of songs really do use their lyrics wonderfully to inspire people. And you don't have lyrics, you have to kind of push more towards your instruments and focus on your instruments to send out that message. Sometimes music, often I believe, the instruments and the music kind of takes a back seat to the forefronting lyrics. When you're focusing on just the instruments and you're putting so much more into that, I think it's something I can really appreciate. So if you're one of those kind of people that writes off instrumental music because there's no words, then I'm really suggesting that you have a listen to This Little Story, because I really think it will change your perspective on that genre of music. Anywho, as I always seem to end my videos with the same message, please have a very safe and wonderful and lovely weekend, and I will see you all next Friday.